Red pill men will believe anything about women but the truth. So I come across this post. As you can see, it's on Red Pill Lifestyle. It says, Birdman is a damn fool by marrying Toni Braxton. Now the divorce is going to burn him super hard. All right. Here's the post that he commented. So there's two people sharing this post. Breaking news. Toni Braxton files for divorce with Birdman just 1 month after their marriage because she's bored and tired of the marriage. We'll get to that. Toni Braxton and Birdman dated for over 16 years. They didn't. They dated for 8. They were off and on dating for 8. And got married last month in a secret ceremony, I'm guessing. But today, Toni Braxton got tired of the marriage and filed for divorce. Birdman will have to pay more. Birdman will have to pay her more than half of his $160 million fortune for investing so much in their 1-month marriage. Out of the 24 hours in a day, use 22 to fear women and the remaining 2 hours to fear those who don't fear women. Wow. Pure propaganda. And we get to see in real time how red pill rage plays out, how red pill men take lies about women and they spread them as if they are truth. They haven't done any investigating whatsoever about this. They don't know why they got divorced. They don't know. They don't even know if she really was married. But they are spreading this, right? And look, it had over 20,000 likes. 20,000 likes and laugh emojis. I don't know. 20,000. So that means 20,000 people saw this post, didn't think to look it up for themselves. And the reason why I keep mentioning that is for obvious reasons. These are all comments left underneath that post. All the comments left underneath that post. So she waited to quit. So she waited to get married just to cart away with his funds. So she waited to get married just to cart away with his funds. See how short she is? Evil gold digger. Rather than give her the money, he can contract outside and keep PSI her, making it an accident. She deserves it. I'm pretty sure he's saying that somebody should put a hit out on her about a person he doesn't know, a woman that he doesn't know. He doesn't know anything about her. He's not in their relationship. He don't know if Birdman laid his hands on her. They don't care. All they want to do is spread this lie and propagate this lie that women are evil and vindictive, and all they want to do is steal a man's money. This is what I'm saying. They did this for that reason. This person made this post for that red pill rage, right? These men, they want to believe this stuff. They have to believe that women are evil. They have to believe that women are just as bad as men. They have to believe this. And they need people to push these lies and to further these narratives so that they can feel validated. So they can feel validated in their hatred of women. It's really disgusting and disturbing. And like I said, none of them bothered to look this up, because had they looked this up, they would have found this. Toni Braxton married Birdman. Toni Braxton married Birdman in a secret 2024 wedding. 2 weeks later, she filed for divorce. Where they stand now. Remember, they said that this just happened. She just did it right now. It happened a year ago. The documents just got leaked like 3 or 4 days ago, but it happened over a year ago at this point. Now let's see what happened. Braxton listed their date of separation, August 10th, 2024, days after their marriage, according to TMZ, which cited court documents. Toni Braxton and Birdman have been secretly married for 8 months, but newlywed bliss was short-lived, according to a TMZ report. The singer 57 and rapper 56 married on August 8th, 2024, according to TMZ, which cited court documents. 2 weeks later, Toni Braxton filed for divorce and listed their date of separation to be August 10th, 2024. Just 2 days after saying, "I do," Toni Braxton and her attorney called the marriage irretrievably broken. 5 months later, in January, Braxton dismissed a divorce petition, which Birdman signed off on. Braxton and Birdman's rep did not immediately respond to people's requests for comment. According to E! News, Birdman had written "it's over" on his Instagram story before clearing all his posts. Meanwhile, Braxton posted a New Year's Day post on Instagram speaking about new beginnings. Starting a new chapter isn't always an easy choice, but always choose to be chosen, she wrote in part. Later that month, the pair sparked reconciliation rumors after reuniting on stage at Braxton's tour stop at the Fox Theater in Atlanta. Braxton addressed fan speculation that she and Birdman were married in a private ceremony by writing quote unquote fake news over a screenshot of a news story featuring photos of the two music stars and the headline, "Congratulations, Toni Braxton and Birdman married in a private ceremony in Mexico." Quote, "My dear friend Birdman and I are not married, never married. We are both single," she wrote in the caption of her Instagram post. Now, the funniest thing to me is it seems like Toni Braxton wanted to keep their marriage, secret for this kind of very reason, because, the propensity for a man to embarrass his woman is extremely high. And I think she was just a little concerned with that. That's what it felt like to me. And she was almost proven right. Like almost immediately, she was almost proven right. But all in all, the point of this is to show you how in real time, red pillars will spread lies as long as it's about a woman. They don't believe anything about a woman that's negative, anything that aligns with their worldview about women, anything that calls women gold diggers, anything that calls women promiscuous, 304s out to get your money, anything that says that women just get bored and get divorced. They will never take the time to actually investigate any of these claims. The same way they don't take the time to investigate and look up any of the stats for the things that they say. They get on the internet all day and talk about how the court system favors women, how women just get bored, how women file for 70% of divorces, so they must be at fault, how women are hitting the wall, how men aren't interested in dating women anymore. All of these things are all lies. All lies. Cursory Google searches will prove them wrong. You don't even need to go that deep. But if you wanted to go deeper, it would undoubtedly prove beyond the shadow of a doubt that everything they believe is rooted in a lie. But the thing is, they want to believe the lie. They have to believe the lie. If they don't believe the lie, their whole world crumbles. It's like their existence goes away. It just disappears. Imagine, I think I look at it like Michael J. Fox in Back to the Future, when he had that picture of his parents and of his, him and his parents and his family. And, it was like when his parents were not dating, or, it looked like they were like not going to make it or whatever. Then he started to disappear and stuff like that. That's what it's like. That is what it's like for them to actually investigate any of the claims that they make. Because if they did, they would have to actually change and grow. And that's what they don't want to do. They just want to be able to keep blaming women for all of their problems, when in reality, everything that is happening to them is self-inflicted. Everything that is happening to them is happening because of other men. Nothing is happening to them because of women. Women are the ones trying to help them. Women are the ones that are like, "Hey man, I understand what you're going through. Trust me, I get it. Because I experience very similar things from men. But you gotta come out of that. You gotta be honest with yourself." And then the men are like, "No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna keep on believing my lie." They're just petulant children. They don't want to be any better. But the scariest thing about this is you can see how dangerous they are. Believing this type of thing, you see how it leads to violence. Did you see what that guy basically said? Put a hit out on Toni Braxton. You think that's a joke? I don't laugh at stuff like that. I don't think that's funny at all. These dudes are very desensitized. They don't have any empathy whatsoever. They don't even empathize with men, to be honest with you. They only empathize with certain things that men go through. Only. And even then, it's not real empathy. But yeah, this is as close as they can get to empathy. But they don't have any real feelings. And they are toxic is an understatement, but they are toxic though. And any man that is going in these spaces and consuming a lot of this information, you are at risk. You are in danger of harming yourself and others. Because this is crazy. That right there was very disappointing to read, to say the least. Like I was shocked. Even for red pillars, like I was like, what? I saw it and I didn't believe it. Instantly, I was like, that doesn't make sense. Let me look it up. And I looked it up and boom, lo and behold, it wasn't true. And all of those likes, nobody looked. That just goes to show you, nobody looked it up. And I read comments. I got through 40 comments before somebody said cap. And they didn't even say cap because, oh, I know it's not true. They said something else. They said cap because I forget what they said, but it wasn't even like it had anything to do with the real article that was written. They made up another reason why it was cap, and that wasn't even the real reason. So like nobody actually investigated it. Nobody did. And I see this happen every single day with them. Every day, all day. They don't look up anything. They don't investigate anything. They only want to believe the worst about women.